in small steps.
The brain is practicing for something that's going to...
As scientists and educators share information about our respective fields, we're learning that we can support each other in our search for best teaching practices.
This is the time when the brain science is finally ready to at least be at the table with the educators. We can see how did this teaching approach change the brain. It's new, but there are no technical reasons that we cannot today apply this. We can see changes in the brain as a result of learning. It will really help us sort out the best ways to teach children.
Scalene, go ahead.
As we move forward, we'll see that much of what scientists are discovering supports what we know to be best teaching practices, while other discoveries may mean rethinking what we do. Above all, we need to be cautious about misinterpreting the research.
And not without reason. There is a ton out there on, quote, brain-based education. Some of it's brain-based and some of it's not very brain-based. And I think that it is hard to sort out the good from the bad.
So, Renaissance, rebirth of what? Preston.
Art and,
There's been enormous literature on left brain, right brain, and it's got to go. It's too overgeneralized. Anything interesting uses both left and right brain. And that, I think, has been a misstep in terms of over-interpreting the brain science.
So within this, how did this help our industry?
So I think that will make it easier.
Also, I think that the boy-girl differences as well. We find that overwhelmingly boys and girls are much more alike than different, and that any of these differences that we have are only group average differences.
How the brain talks to the rest of the body.
The research is fairly new. I think we have to be careful. There's still a lot of research that's going to occur. However, the brain research is giving us a more solid foundation on which to base our educational decisions.
No interrupting, you'll all get...
In this program, we've looked at how the adolescent brain develops emotionally and cognitively. And we've seen how educators support this development by creating emotionally safe environments and by providing teens with meaningful and challenging learning experiences.
It's the environment as a whole.
Other programs in this series will explore in more depth how teens' academic progress and behavior are affected by their changing brains.
One of the wonderful things about being a teenager is that the teens themselves have a lot to say in how their brains are optimized by choosing which activities that they engage in and how they spend their time and their passions. They have a huge influence on what their brain can ultimately be best for.
Oh, good choice. Solve equations!
1, 2, set, and. Don't breathe! Accent! Thank you very much. Pack up. I will see you after school at 2:20.